Hi Libra, I'm Honey Moth Tarot and today I'm going to be doing your May 2025 reading. So before we begin, I just want to tell you a little bit about the Scorpio full moon in May. Just because I feel like it will be quite a pivotal one. Because Scorpio energy is generally about social taboos such as sexuality, mystery, secrets, and it's also about deep transformational change, so it can often be quite uncomfortable, but yeah. Okay, so I feel as though I might as well go into the reading already because the cards are already talking. So I feel as though there's something at the moment that is requiring deep concentration, or you have to think about it or plan it a lot before you can get into it. So I feel as though there might be a little bit of mental exhaustion. So if you are able to meditate or, you know, get some quality rest. Okay, so let's get into the tarot portion of the reading. What does Libra need to know for the month of May? So we have the Counselor. So far a very watery energy for you guys, which is interesting because you are an air sign. Then we have the Three of Cups. So yeah, I feel as though there's something that's been like dragging you down or making you feel quite stagnant, like you're unable to make any sort of progress. And so I feel as though you are either confiding in someone, possibly a mental health professional, or like a friend or a family member who really has like their head screwed on and you can kind of trust their advice, but also I feel like they really listen to you and make you feel heard. I do apologise about the noise outside. I kind of can't really shut the window because it is quite hot today. I'm also getting kind of like a group therapy kind of vibe from this. But yeah, either way, there is very much like a healing energy, like an emotional cleanse. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so at the start I was saying about something is requiring a lot of mental concentration, but I feel as though it may also be taking a physical toll on you. You know, like to the point where your mental health kind of starts to affect your physical health. And then also, I'm getting an air of you addressing a foundational problem is what I heard. So there's something about like a belief or even a possible kind of trauma that occurred like a long time ago, possibly in childhood. And that kind of foundation has been built up and has been quite stable for a while. But I think now that there is cracks starting to show within the foundation of what was once built. So I think there needs to be some sort of healing or a change in some sort of belief system. I feel like maybe you work like super hard to the point where even when you're at home or when you have downtime, you're still thinking about work. And so obviously I feel as though that needs to be addressed in the sense of like where that that deep rooted ambition stems from, and how it's kind of affecting you in an unhealthy way. Either that, or I get that maybe you're the person that everybody confides in, and now you're like like obviously I feel as though you enjoy helping people, but I think it's got to the point where you need to help yourself, and there needs to be like a priority shift. Possibly even asking other people to help you. Because there's like a, well, I suppose it's not really a school of fish. It's more just like 3 fish. I feel like a school of fish is a bigger group. And then we have this worker bee up here. So there's something about helping others or allowing others to help with you, possibly working with them. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel as though this definitely could be job related. But I do feel as though things are definitely on the up and up, because we go from the 4 of Pentacles to the 10. So there is progress. Like a healthier sense of self. And a prioritization of what makes you feel stable. So, you know, things like having a secure income, having a clean house maybe, exercising, just definitely feeling a lot more grounded. Okay, so what else for Libra? I feel as though this could also be about finding a group or a community that makes you feel safe, is what I heard. Because there's just very much like a theme of groups here. Oh, we did get one that flipped. So you have the 7 of Cups. Okay, so the Seven of Cups is often about some sort of illusion or just being unaware of the reality of the situation. And I'm only saying that because Pisces energy can be quite dreamy, romantic, not very rooted in reality. And I think here the illusion is that no matter how do I put this? I think the illusion is that no matter how much you do for people, it's not enough. Because there's just like this I'm just seeing somebody like rushing around and like worrying and fretting about other people's needs before their own, and prioritizing other people because you find it difficult to prioritize yourself, I think. And I just want to say that this illusion isn't true, that you are enough as you are, and it's not about what you can do for other people. And I also want to say as well, she's like the only being with her eyes closed and her third eye being open. So I think meditation would be beneficial for you, or kind of connecting to the divine in whatever way is personal to you. There's something about like using your intuition, possibly listening to your body, I think, you know, before any sort of before any kind of stress manifests itself as like a physical symptom. Okay, anything else for Libra? I'll take these two. So we have healing. Yep. I feel like I literally said the word healing earlier. And then we have desire. So we do have 12, 10, 11, and 20. So yeah, I feel as though with the healing card overall, you are attempting to address like a poor self-esteem is what I'm getting. Of how you can be useful to others, what you can do for others, how you can prioritize other people's needs before your own. And I think you are learning to be selfish, which I feel as though we're always taught that that is a bad quality, but sometimes I think you need to be selfish, fill your own cup first. And then the desire card, I feel this is you figuring out what you want. What causes that spark within you. This is a very meditative card as well. So I feel like these are the kind of images that we see when we close our eyes. So it may be worth, like, if you do decide to meditate, like keeping some sort of journal or like notebook nearby to kind of pick up any symbols that crop up. Alright, Libra, so I'm going to get a divine guidance card for you guys. But yeah, I feel as though it was like a bit of a difficult read, you know, kind of some difficult conversations that need to be had. But I think ultimately it's going to be really healing for you. And possibly like a bit difficult to kind of get used to filling your own cup before you fill anyone else's. Because I feel like it has been like such a long time where you've just been the shoulder to cry on. And I think maybe you're quite empathic and you've kind of absorbed other people's negativity in one way or another. So I think that's also taking a bit of a toll on you. But yeah, I just get this air of like energy that needs to be flushed out one way or another. So I did pull a divine guidance card, and this is the negative self-talk card. So yeah, I feel as though there is some sort of core belief of you not feeling good enough, one way or another, possibly having like a negative internal script or seeing yourself in a negative way. So I think that also needs to be addressed in one way or another, possibly through like talking therapy or journaling, you know, kind of communicating your feelings one way or another. Alright, Libra, thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye.